Mr. Chance96 here with another review, this time of Pirates of the Caribbean, Pacifico and H. Okay, so here we go. So, first of all, this is my second of my three-parter reviews, where I will review two Pirates of the Caribbean 3 3/4-inch figures in each review, and I'm going to do 3. So, 6 toys total of Pirates of the Caribbean I'm going to be reviewing over the next couple of days. So, very cool. So, this is my second one. I called him H because I know his name starts with an H, but I do not know his specific name. So, I don't know his name. It will be in the title, spelled perfectly correct, and this guy, I know his name isn't pronounced Pacifico, but that's just kind of how I remember his name, and I know it's something like that. His name will also be in the title, spelled correctly. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, and I am quite aware of that. So yeah, so I'm just going to call this guy Pacifico and him H for this review. So pretty cool. So, wow, this is my second attempt to make this video, actually. I tried to make this a little bit back, but my camera, I had a bunch of stuff to put out that I didn't put out because it was over the weekend, and my camera was just so full because I had a lot of reviews, and I had 2 16-minute reviews, so 2 very long ones with a lot of other ones, and it just took out all the space in my camera, so I had to stop this, like, midway. I got, I don't know, 6 minutes into this review, and then it just, cut off. So, that sucks. So, here we go. I've posted some more stuff, and I'm now able to make this. Oh, so exciting. I'm actually really excited because just, 2 minutes ago, I just shot my unboxing video of, the deluxe, Frost Giant from Thor. I haven't even gotten a chance to open the actual figure yet. So excited to do that, and expect a review on that soon. So, here we go. Pirates of the Caribbean, Pacifico and H. So 2 very cool toys. I did say in my the Davy Jones and the guy with the name starts with a K, I did say in that review that in some of my figures I was missing the accessories. And I just want to say, after I figured everything out, Davy Jones is the only one that I do not have any accessories for. I've lost. Oh no, actually, I did find one of Davy Jones's accessory. I found his treasure chest, so I do have that for Davy Jones. Though that guy, I'm just missing his cane and the key, and then the guy that starts with the guy with the name that starts with a K, I'm just missing the pufferfish, but I did find the gun that actually goes with him. So those are the only 2 that I'm kind of missing things for, but I did find some new stuff for, and after all of these reviews, I will do a separate review just of showing you all of them, comparing them, and I'll go in more in detail with that. But these 2 guys and the next 2 guys that I do, I will have their 100% all of their accessories. Which reminds me, I forgot to take this guy's chest. Is this one his? Yeah, it is. Okay, so here we go. So I have all their accessories. So first, let's start with this guy, H, I'm going to call him, the shellhead guy, the kind of funny one of the of Davy Jones's crew. So I found that pretty interesting that they made kind of a funny Davy Jones crew member. So that was kind of interesting, and that's, I think, the only reason they made him into the toy is because he was a funny one. If he was, serious and just serious throughout the movie, they probably wouldn't have made a toy out of him because he wouldn't be that of a main character from the crew. So very cool. As I said with the others, articulation, not good. Detail, great. So yeah, it goes the same with everyone, and accessories vary on the figure. This guy comes with quite a few accessories that really is nice and really look good. He's got these 2 knuckle knives things, I guess you can call them, which are really nice. The sword's kind of got some black and silver highlights throughout it, and the handle is just very good with some light and dark brown, so very nice looking. He's got 2 of them, so that looks really cool. So 2 great accessories with that. He also comes with this treasure chest, which is Davy Jones' treasure chest, and what's different between this one and Davy Jones's, hold on, there we go, here's Davy Jones's. So the difference is they're the same type of looking sculpt, I think. Just this one's darker, as you can see. This one's lighter and more just gold. And this one is just a solid just piece, a little decoration. This one actually does something. It actually does open, and inside is Davy Jones's heart, which is a very strange accessory. I mean, it goes with the movie because his heart's supposed to be in the chest, but it's quite strange. You've got this weird looking heart here, which it's interesting. You know, I guess it's a good accessory because, you know, it adds more to him, and it's detailed very well, even though it is just a weird looking heart. So I found that very interesting. It goes in there quite good. It's a very thin space, so you really couldn't store much else in here other than the heart. You could fit something else very small, and it goes in. If you could hear that, it snaps and locks in very tightly and just looks good. So it's a nice little accessory. Can he hold it? It looks like he can. I'm not sure, but I think he can. I've never actually tried to have him hold it, but he probably could. So very cool. So articulation. Oh, and he holds the accessories very well, especially with the handle going around his hand. Really just like locks it in. But even without that, it could he could hold it perfectly. It's just he's got a good grip on them, so that's really nice. So he does have swivel hips, just like them all. Doesn't look like he has any waist. He's one of the only ones without waist. He does have a shoulder swivel, a hinged elbow. Yeah, I said that right. And a swivel head that is really not stopped by much. It could really go almost all the way around because his neck is so high. So that's pretty cool. And then just one more quick update with Davy Jones. In that review, when I went over his articulation for his arm, I said he's got a swivel elbow and a hinge wrist. Obviously, I mean he's got a swivel shoulder and a hinge elbow. So, sorry about that. So, anyway, detail is very nice. He's got this, like, little belt with, like, a little pack of something on there. Looks good. All of the little stuff all around, like an extra toe on his foot is very strange. But, hey, it looks cool. Just great detail all around. And really goes for all of the figures. Just detailed fantastically. And a fairly cool head sculpt looking very confused, which is kind of how he is in the movie, I guess. He's, kind of weird. So, very cool. And they even had him die a funny way. The treasure chest falls on his head, pushes his head in, and he like fell off the ship. So I thought that was a weird way for him to die, but that's how he died. So very cool. And I haven't seen Pirates of the Caribbean in a while, and I actually own all three. So I think I'm gonna watch the third one tonight, just because I'm doing these reviews. I'm kind of back into Pirates of the Caribbean. So very cool and a very nice figure. So here we go to Pacifico. That's how I pronounce his name. Pacifico is one, if not my favorite, cruise person, not cruise person, but Flying Dutchman crew member, from them all. I think he's got a really unique head. I don't know if he talks. I think he might. I'm not sure, though. But he just looks really cool, and he has the same accessories whenever you see him in the movie, and he's got just that cool-looking head sculpt, kind of like a hat as well, so that's pretty cool, and I really like his eyes. He looks pretty menacing, very cool. And this is a pretty rare figure. The two rarest figures of Davy Jones's crew is going to be my reviews after this. They are absolutely completely rare, very hard to find. This one is hard to find from what I've done reviews for, but it is not the hardest one to find. But this one, you know, on eBay it ranges from last time I looked. It goes to about $15 to $20 with shipping, so that's not a huge amount for an old figure, but it is quite a bit. So very cool. I just love this guy. This guy and Davy Jones I had for a while, and I actually just like lost them a couple years back. And about a year ago, I found them and was able to put my set together because I had the rest of the crew, and just look great. So very cool. So he's got two swords that are molded into his hand. He cannot remove these swords, but they do look really nice. Very cool. Just very nice looking. He's got all this like kind of like coral, I guess you can say, all throughout his body and his head and everything, and his back. Very cool. He's got a starfish on his leg. I think that's pretty interesting. And just all of that kind of gook from the sea, I guess you could say, just all around him, and looking very cool. And this is a soft rubbery plastic, but it doesn't interfere with the figure at all. And what's nice is they kind of have him already in a stance, kind of moving towards you. So that's pretty cool that they already made him kind of in a slight pose. Articulation, he does have swivel shoulders, hinge elbows. it looks like he has a slight swivel head, but it is so hindered by all this coral and stuff on him that it can barely move at all. And he does have a waist swivel, so that's kind of cool. Could put him in some pretty cool poses, and just, not bad. So very cool. So, very nice figure, and, I think Pacifico is my favorite, cruise member. Well, the cruise members are my favorite characters, so I think he is my favorite character in the entire movie, actually. At least for the second movie, I think he is. And he looks just great, really looking very cool. So here they are, two very cool crew members. You know, they're not the best, but they're not the worst. This guy, he comes with some good accessories, but he's not, I don't really like his character. You guys maybe think he's funny, or you like him, so you can keep him, so then you would want to get this guy. But I don't really like the character too much. I don't think he looks very menacing, because the rest of the crew is very angry and very menacing looking. Well, this guy kind of has a confused look on his face, and he doesn't go perfectly with the crew. But he does okay. He still is okay figure, and with the accessories, and makes up for it. So I don't think he looks great in the whole crew, because of the way he looks. He's painted in a very lighter, while the rest of the crew is kind of darker painted, and looks more menacing and stuff. So he does not fit in with them as perfect, but he is an okay figure. Pacifico is a must-have. Maybe I'm just saying that because he's my favorite character, but he is looking quite great, and he's already got in a little stance, and he just looks fantastic. So highly recommended both of these. If you're looking for a more menacing crew, then I'd suggest maybe skipping that guy and just going for the rest of them. But if you're just looking for the crew members because you like them, then they're a fine addition, and he is probably the easiest, the cheapest to buy on eBay. I think he goes from like 10 to 15. I think, you know, he's pretty inexpensive. Same with Davy Jones and the guy with the pufferfish. He's a deluxe pack, so he goes for 20. But for a deluxe, that's how much like this guy is. So that so the other one is kind of cheap for what it is. So yeah, so the two rarest and the two most hard to find and sought after cruise members will be up next. And then one thing to add to this, I haven't gone on eBay today. You know, I got on eBay yesterday night and I put in an offer for a 6-inch Pacifico, and I haven't seen if he accepted or whatever, because I've just I got home and I just started doing reviews. So after I'm done doing reviews, I'll go and check if I've won that. So I might have a 6-inch Pacifico in my next review. I will check before I do that one, and I'll tell you if I have it or not. And maybe he hasn't responded yet, but who knows. So there you go. So that's my video review of Pirates of the Caribbean H and Pacifico. Thanks for watching.